अच्छा, पतंजलि योग सूत्र में अष्टांग योग के बारे में बात की है। अष्टांग योग बोलेगा तो पतंजलि बोल रहा है कि 8 लिम्स है ऑफ योगा, 8 sections of yoga. You can do step by step and go to the end samadhi. तो उन्होंने स्टेप बाय स्टेप दिखाया। फर्स्ट यम, नियम, आसना, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहार, धारणा, ध्यान, समाधि। सो मेडिटेशन के लिए जाने के लिए ये सारा स्टेप्स है। इसका बैकग्राउंड मैं बताता हूं, जो मैं कल आपको बताया था, मैं दोबारा रिपीट कर रहा हूं। देयर आर 3 टाइप्स ऑफ yogis. The 3 types of yogis are Uttam Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, and Adama Adhikari. Uttam Adhikari is one who is advanced. Madhyam Adhikari is intermediate. And Adama is one who is very beginner, fresh. तो उनका ये कहना है जो फ्रेश है उनको अष्टांग योग करना है, स्टार्टिंग से यम, नियम, आसना, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहार, प्राण, पूरा ध्यान, धारणा, समाधि। जो मध्यम अधिकारी है उनको सिर्फ क्रिया योग करना है। क्रिया योग बोलेगा तो क्या है? तपस, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर प्रणिधान। अभी अगर आप ध्यान से देखिएगा तो तपस, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर प्रणिधान एक्चुअली क्या है? तपस कर्म योग, स्वाध्याय ज्ञान योग, ईश्वर प्रणिधान भक्ति योग। तो जो आदमी ये 3 करेगा उसको जल्दी समाधि हासिल होगा। और तीसरा जो एडवांस लेवल है वो उत्तम अधिकारी। उत्तम अधिकारी का कहना ऐसा है कि आप, इट इज सेड इन भगवद गीता दैट व्हाट हैपेंस टू ए पर्सन who is doing all this ashtang yoga, kriya yoga सब कर रहा है and in between he loses his life. So the answer is it will be carried forward, the karmas. So you will find there are many people who are born enlightened. वैसे लोगों के लिए ये उत्तम अधिकारी है, where they have to do just abhyas and vairagya. So these are the 3 categories. There is a 4th category that is just doing Ishvara Pranidhanan. So that is the 4 methods of Samadhi to achieve Samadhi. Clear? कोई confusion? Okay. अभी ये अष्टांग योग is divided into 2 parts. It is actually going from outside to inside. Yama is dealing with outside people. Niyama is dealing with the inside Annamaya Kosha, your body parts. Asana is going further interior. Pranayama is going to the systems. Pratyahara is going towards internal. It is a bridge between Bhairang Yoga and Antarang Yoga. After Pratyahara, it becomes fully internal. That is Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. तो बहिरंग योग कौन सा है? यमा, नियमा, आसना, प्राणायामा is बहिरंग योग. प्रत्याहार is the bridge. अंतरंग योग कौन सा है? ध्यान, धारणा, समाधि. इस पे क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं एग्जाम में कि बहिरंग योग कौन सा है, अंतरंग योग कौन सा है। तो ये आप नोट करके रखना, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है। बहिरंग इन संस्कृत मीन्स एक्सटर्नल, और जो मैंने बोला वही लिखा है यहाँ पे कि एक्सटर्नल बोलेगा तो यमा नियमा आसना प्राणायामा इज एक्सटर्नल. द फिफ्थ लिम्ब प्रत्याहारा is the link between Bahirang and Antarang. Antarang Yoga is internal, inner, and that is three: Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Clear? Good doubt hai at the moment? Anybody is having any doubt? मैं आगे जाऊं? Okay. अभी यहां पे एक इंपॉर्टेंट सूत्र है. सूत्र ऐसा लिखा हुआ है, तस्य सप्तदा प्रांत भूमि ही प्रज्ञा. इसकी मतलब है कि जो अष्टांग योग करेगा उनको 7 प्रकार का इनलाइटमेंट मिलेगा. 7 टाइप्स ऑफ नॉलेज दे विल गेट. अभी ये क्या नॉलेज है पतंजलि योग में बोला नहीं है. दे हैव ओनली टोल्ड यू विल गेट 7 टाइप्स ऑफ इनलाइटमेंट. वेद व्यास ने 7 टाइप्स ऑफ इनलाइटमेंट के बारे में बताया हुआ है जो आपके सिलेबस में अभी नहीं है. कुछ लोग ये 7 टाइप्स ऑफ इनलाइटमेंट दे आर सेइंग इज कनेक्टेड टू योग वशिष्ठा. He has given 7 types of studies of knowledge. So what they are saying is this is pertaining to that. कुछ लोग ने ये बोला है कि ये 7 types of knowledge is 7 types of चक्रा. जो चक्रा से नॉलेज आते हैं, 7 types of चक्रा है. At the moment सूत्र में सिर्फ इतना लिखा है कि 7 types of knowledge मिलता है अष्टांग योग करने से. उसके डिटेल पतंजलि योग सूत्र में लिखा नहीं है और हमारे सिलेबस में भी नहीं है इसकी डिटेल. ओके. अष्टांग योग करने से क्या होता है? व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट यू विल गेट? इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. ये क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. सूत्र इस तरह है, योगा अंग अनुष्ठानात् अशुद्धिशय ज्ञान दीप्ति अविवेका ख्याति ही. उसके मतलब है प्रैक्टिस ऑफ अष्टांग योग से सारे गंदगी निकल जाते हैं, अशुद्धिशय. और ये गंदगी किस तरह से मिला है? बिकॉज वी फील दैट वी आर कनेक्टेड, द सोल एंड बॉडी इज कनेक्टेड. तो जो नॉन डिस्क्रिमिनेशन निकल जाएगा तो हमारे फुल लाइट ऑफ प्योर अवेयरनेस मिल जाएगा, इनलाइटमेंट मिलेगा. एंड दैट इज नोन एज विवेका ख्याति. विवेका ख्याति इज नथिंग बट knowing the difference that your body and soul is separate. When you know your body and soul is separate, the impurities goes off and you get jnanadipti. Jnanadipti is light of knowledge. Okay? तो इसमें 3 पार्ट याद रखना. अशुद्धिशय यानी गंदगी निकल गया. नंबर 2 विवेका ख्याति, discriminative knowledge आएगा. Discriminative knowledge is what? That you come to know your body and soul is different. And when you come to know that, you get the light of your awareness. और वो आने के बाद आपको फिर कोई घमंड नहीं रहेगा, कुछ नहीं रहेगा. आपको ऐसा नहीं लगेगा कि मैं ही सबसे बड़ा हूं. आप क्या है? आप सिर्फ ये बॉडी के अंदर है. ओके. So this you will achieve only by doing Ashtanga Yoga. These 3 things you will achieve. So there will be a question asked to you definitely by doing Ashtanga Yoga, what are the benefits? So you have to say these 3 parts. Okay? Shuddhishaya, Jnanadipti, Viveka Khyati. Shuddhishaya से Viveka Khyati से Shuddhishaya होएगा. Shuddhishaya से Jnanadipti मिलेगा. याद रखना. Okay. Now we will see what are the 8 parts of yoga. 8 parts of yoga simple way से याद रखना है तो याद रखना कि बाहर से अंदर आएगा. Yama is dealing with outsiders, social conduct. फिर नियमा. Niyama is dealing with your internal part, the body part. Then comes further internal, that is the asanas, the actual body. Then you come further internal, that is pranayama, breathing, the systems. Then you come to pratyahara, that is controlling of your senses. Then dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Clear? इसका सूत्र याद रखना. यमा नियमा सिंपल है. यमा नियमा आसना प्राणायामा प्रत्याहारा धारणा ध्यान समाधि अष्टांगानि. ओके. अभी एकदम इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है. इसमें आप लोगों को बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं. सिंपल है बट इंपॉर्टेंट है. What are the different yamas? There are 5 yamas. Yama याद रखना, जैनिज्म में भी आ चुका है यमा. Yama is there in even Buddhism. Okay? यमा जो पतंजलि योग सूत्र में वो सिर्फ 5 यमा के बारे में बात किया है. Atha Yoga Pradipika talks about 10 yamas and 10 niyamas. But Patanjali Yoga Sutra talks about only 5 yamas and 5 niyamas. That's it. Another point, important point. As Patanjali defined yamas, no. Patanjali has not defined any yamas. He has only told the benefit of yamas. He has not defined any yamas. So what are the 5 yamas? Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. अहिंसा का वो बेनिफिट क्या बोला है? अहिंसा प्रतिष्ठायाम तत्सन्निधो वैरत यागाः. सत्य का उन्होंने बेनिफिट क्या बोला? अहिंसा प्रतिष्ठायाम तत्सन्निधो वैरत आज्ञा बोलेगा तो the enemies will also feel friendly towards you. If you are not fighting with anybody, अगर आपको किसी ने कुछ जवाब दिया और उल्टा आपने भी गर्म होकर जवाब दिया तो प्रॉब्लम होता है. मगर किसी ने आपको गर्मी में जवाब दिया और आप तन से बात किया तो वो मैटर वहीं पे सॉल्व हो जाता है. सो रिमेंबर अहिंसा, द बेनिफिट ऑफ अहिंसा इज द एनिमीज लूज देयर हॉस्टिलिटी. दुश्मनी खत्म हो जाता है. सत्य का बेनिफिट क्या है? सत्य, रिमेंबर वन थिंग, नथिंग हैज बीन डिफाइंड, ओनली द बेनिफिट्स हैज बीन स्टेटेड. सत्य का बेनिफिट क्या है? सत्य प्रतिष्ठायाम, यानी इफ यू फॉलो सत्य, क्रिया फला क्षयत्वम, यानी आपको रिजल्ट मिलता ही है जरूर. अभी आप पूछेगा ये कैसा हो सकता है? तो एक मैं एक कहानी बताना चाहता हूं कि वंस देयर वाज ए फार्मर, और वो फार्मर को कुछ बच्चे ही नहीं हो रहा. तो उस वक्त वंस लॉर्ड विष्णु केम ओवर दैट एंड दिस फार्मर वेंट एंड टोल्ड लॉर्ड विष्णु कि आई वांट टू हैव चिल्ड्रन, व्हाट शुड आई डू? तो लॉर्ड विष्णु ने देखा और बोला नहीं, तुम्हारे भाग्य में बच्चा लिखा ही नहीं है, तो यू विल नॉट हैव इट. एंड ही गोस ऑफ. कुछ सालों के बाद, 7-8 साल के बाद, coincidentally Lord Vishnu comes to the same place and he sees the same farmer and he had 2-3 kids running here and there. So he asked him, who are these children? So the farmer said, it's my own children. So he asked him, how did you get these children? So he told, after you left, then Narad came over here. Narad is a great yogi and Narad will only speak the truth. We all know it. So when Narad came, he did Narad Seva. So Narad asked him, what benefit you want? What do you want? So he told, I want to see my children playing. So Narad told him, so let it be. I give you that vada. So because Narad is a person who always only speaks truth, and because of that, it has to be fulfilled. Because he always speaks truth. So truth has to remain with him. So that is what this sutra says. The one who says truth, unknowingly also if they say something, it becomes a truth. Because they always speak the truth. Then the third sutra, that is Asteya. Asteya Pratishtayam Sarvaratno Upasthanam. Asteya means if you don't steal, you will get all jewels. अभी आप बोलेगा यार मैं चोरी नहीं करेगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली कैसा मेरे को सब कुछ मिलेगा. तो यहाँ पे what they mean to say is सर्वरत्न बोलेगा तो they are talking about Trairatna. Trairatna is what? The pearls of knowledge, the pearls of wisdom. These are the Ratna they are talking about. So if you don't steal, then you don't desire to have something what is not yours. And because of that, you will get more knowledge, more wisdom. That is what they are trying to say here. And you should not steal means not only the material items, you are not supposed to steal even anybody else's idea, anybody else's work credit. That is what is meant by Asteya. The fourth one is Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya Pratishtayam Virya Labha. That means one who practices Brahmacharya, he will get a lot of strength and stamina. So that is a simple one. Then the next one, Aparigraha Stairya Janma Katanta Sambodaha. Aparigraha Stairya Janma Katanta Sambodaha. Aparigraha means you should have a non-possessive attitude. You should not feel like owning things which you don't require. And if you are like that, you will even come to know what is your previous birth, what had happened. Now, how can we explain this properly? This can be explained in this manner. It's a little difficult one. Try to understand in this manner. You have a cupboard. Cupboard, you're searching for a pen. You have a lot of things, but you cannot find a pen. But suppose in the cupboard you have not kept a lot of hoarding of things which is unnecessary, the papers and everything, you have kept it properly, only little items are there, you will easily get your pen. So similarly, if in our life we have got a lot of karmashe, means lot of karmas are then of good and bad karmas, so it is filled up like anything, so you cannot recollect what has happened because there are so many karmas. When you do actions which are not creating any karmas, then the mind is clear and you can see what's happened before. This is what they want to see. This is what Vyasa has explained for this sutra. Okay, clear? Can I go ahead? Any doubts, anybody? Amisha ji, Anushka ji, Preeti ji, koi doubt?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So now we go to the next one, that is niyamas. Oh, look, the same thing we have explained here in English. So I will just read it 1 second, so it will be thorough. Yes? Yeah, bolo. Bolo.
I think you should repeat again Yama, all 5 Yamas, because that is important, na? Again you
Okay.
repeat. No problem.
Okay, I am repeating again. Anyway, I am reading the English part, so at that time it will be repeated. Yamas is said as universal morality. इतना कंफ्यूज मत हो. यमास मीन्स जस्ट सोशल कंडक्ट, दूसरों लोग से कैसा डील करना है. यमास में 5 यमा होता है. फर्स्ट इज अहिंसा. अहिंसा मीन्स you should not hurt anybody either by words or by action. It is compulsory. Ahimsa has not been defined the benefit of ahimsa is even your enemies will lose their hatred towards you. That is the benefit of ahimsa. The second one is satya. Satya is truthfulness. So one who always speaks truth, his results will get fruitified. Because he will talk only truth, and unknowingly, if he says truth also, it will get fulfilled. Then the third is asteya, non-stealing. You should not steal others' items. Definitely nobody does that. But unknowingly, we steal others' ideas, others' work, take credit for others' work, which also is wrong. So you should not steal. And if you don't steal, you will get the three wisdoms. Sarvaratna you will get. And then the fourth is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya, people misunderstand that brahmacharya means being just a bachelor. No, brahmacharya is actually moderation in everything. That is brahmacharya. You have to control the sense organs. That is brahmacharya. And not only related to sex. No. And the fifth one is aparigraha. Aparigraha is not hoarding things and keeping. If you are not required, still you keep lot of things. That is apari. People, when the COVID came, people got panicked and they used to hoard a lot of things at their house, the food grains, all items, thinking that the shops will be closed for a long time. All those is not required. You have to only hoard the things what you require. Don't do more than that. Because those things others can use who are needy. So these are the 5 yamas. Next, we go to niyamas. Niyamas there are 5 niyamas. Saucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadeya, Ishvara Pranidhana. There are 5 niyamas. First is Saucha. Saucha is very important. You will get the question of Saucha even on level 3. Socha Song Juputsa Paraira Sansargaha. What does that mean? That means now you are cleaning your body, but after some time it is again dirty. Again you're cleaning, taking a bath tomorrow. Again it gets dirty. Third day again you have to clean your body. You brush your teeth. Again you have to brush in the evening. Again you have to brush tomorrow. Which means when you clean your body, you realize that the body is getting dirty. Always. And always you have to clean your body. When that thought comes into your mind that I am cleaning my body so much, still the body is getting dirty. What about the other people? They may not be cleaning their body. And so a yogi doesn't feel like touching other people. Because he feels the other persons might be dirty. They might have not cleaned the way I am cleaning my body. This is what this sutra says. That one who is doing cleanliness will feel like not touching others. It is written here, Socha results in abandonment of physicality and cessation of physical contact with external people. Why you feel like that? Because you realize that your own body gets dirty again and again and again, and you have to keep it clean always. You go out and come, you have to clean yourself. So if you are taking so much trouble of cleaning your own body, others may not be taking so much good care. So you feel that you should not touch them. You don't feel like touching them. That is the reason yogis don't touch each other. Got it? This is the important sutra of Socha. Second, the Socha also gives the benefit the second sutra says about that. That is Sattva Shuddhi, so manisya ekagra Indriya Jaya Atma Darshan. What does that mean? That means by cleanliness you get Sattva Shuddhi. Sattva Shuddhi means the cleanliness, you get Sattva Buddhi, Rajas, Tamas, Sattva. So you become Sattva Buddhi. Your manasa, so manasa means your mind gets clear. Ekagra, you get concentration. If you're clean, if your body is unclean, you cannot sit in a place, you feel dirty. But if you're clean, you can have proper concentration. Indriya Jaya. Indriya Jaya means your sense organs come into control by Saucha. Atma Darshan means then you can have inner self realization. This is a very important sutra. What are the benefit of Saucha? First, you don't feel like touching other people. The previous sutra has said that. Second, you get Sattva Shuddhi, means clarity of mind. Third, you get so manasya. So manasya means the mind becomes clear. Manas becomes clear. Fourth, ekagra. That means concentration comes up when there is cleanliness. Fifth, indriya jaya. Indriya jaya means the sense organs comes into control. Sixth and the last one is Atma Darshan, self-realization. So Saucha has got so many benefits. Don't overlook even one single word of a sutra. Each word has importance. Okay? Some people have said that these are stages. I'm not arguing on that. Some people have said that it is stages. When you do cleanliness, first you feel like not touching others. Second, you will get Sattva Shuddhi. Then the next stage will come where your mind becomes clear. Then you will get concentration. And then you will get control of your senses. And finally, you will get self-realization. Nowhere it is written that this is stages or only benefits which can be parallelly run. But that is also a look which I wanted to just tell you, that some commentators have said that this is stages of benefit of Saucha. Okay? Next one is Santosha. Santosha means, what does Santosha give? Santosha anu uttama sukha means if you are content with whatever you are having, you're going to be happy. Simple sutra. So that is what it is said. If you are happy, if you are content with what you are having, you will be automatically happy. When you are not content with what you are having, you will say, छोटा गाड़ी है, अभी बड़ा गाड़ी चाहिए, बड़ा गाड़ी नहीं, मेरे को हेलीकॉप्टर चाहिए. This all comes up, then you will never be happy. But you will say, गाड़ी नहीं है तो क्या हो गया, जब चाहिए बस है ना, and you are happy, content, that's enough. Then you are definitely happy. Saucha, Santosha. Then next one is tapas. Tapas is self-discipline. Self-discipline is not only fasting. Self-discipline can be anything. Like in the morning, I will wake up at this time, I will do my studies. In the morning, I will wake up, I will do my asanas, pranayama. In the morning, I will do this. That is also considered tapas. Tapas can be anything which is discipline. And what is the sutra written there? Kayendriya Siddhi Shuddhishaya Tapasaha. Shuddhishaya Tapasaha. This Shuddhishaya, have you heard before the word? Anybody has heard this word before? Shuddhishaya? Amisha ji, Anushka, Geetanjali?
No, sir.
Shuddhi was there, sir, in Sattva Shuddhi Saumanasya. In that
Correct.
shloka.
That is one. This is two. And the third was at the starting. What is the benefit of Ashtanga Yoga? There I have told it will remove Shuddhishaya through Viveka Khyati and Jnana Dipti will come in. So there are three places where Shuddhishaya has come in. Okay? Shuddhishaya is nothing, just removing the impurities. So what happens from tapas? The mental impurities are destroyed and your sense organs becomes clear. And then the next one, Swadhyaya Ishtadevata Samprayogaha. What does this mean? Swadhyaya means self-study. Self-study when you do, when you self-contemplate, whichever God whom you pray for, you will feel that you are in connection with that God. That God can be any God. It can be Jesus Christ. It can be Buddhism, any God. But when you do self-study, you realize you are nothing, but you are just a part of the God. You have come only to this body, and because you are into this body, you have got a name, identity, your thoughts, everything is depending because you have come into this body. If this body was not there, you are nothing, but you are connected to your Almighty God. And that is what this sutra says. So doing self-contemplation, you feel connected to your God, whichever is your God. And then the next sutra, Samadhi Siddhir Ishvara Pranidhanatva. If you surrender, if you have an attitude of surrendering, you will even get Samadhi. So this is the sutra. And remember, I told you there are four methods of achieving yoga. Beginner, Ashtanga Yoga. In that, Ishvara Pranidhanatva has come. Kriya Yoga. In that also, Ishvara Pranidhanatva is coming. Third is Abhyasa Vairagya. And the fourth is only Ishvara Pranidhanatva. So that means Ishvara Pranidhanatva is given lot of importance. Three places it has given importance. Ishvara Pranidhanatva means surrendering to Almighty. And when you surrender to Almighty, that itself is enough. Your all ego will go, everything, all your worries will go, and you can easily get Samadhi. Clear? Any doubt so far? Anybody? Any doubt? Because then we are going to the next section. Geetanjali ji, any doubt? Anushka ji, any doubt? Preeti?
No.
Sir, just want to clear, हम जो Patanjali Yoga Sutra, you said there are 12 sutras we are going to learn. So Ashtanga Yoga is part of those 12 sutras.
1 minute.
No.
1 minute.
What happened? The first 12 sutra is a hello.
Recording.
Yes.
Where is after the recording? After the recording. Where is after the recording?
Okay, fine. So when we finish, I will come back to you, Amisha ji.
Okay, no problem.
And then the same thing is written in English, niyamas. Niyamas can be said as personal observance. It is related to our own self. Yamas is related to the social conduct, to outsiders. Niyama is related to our own self. So first is the Saucha, that is cleaning of the body. Cleaning of the body and mind, both are Saucha. It is not only cleaning of the body, it is cleaning of the body and the mind. So that is Saucha. Santosha is contentment. If you are content, then you will not have much of a desires and you will be happy with whatever God has given. You will not do something wrong because you are not wanting for more than what you deserve. So you will follow the path of righteousness. Then tapas. Tapas is discipline. Without discipline, nothing can be achieved. You have seen the people have won in Olympics. They are undergoing training. Training is tapas, discipline. It has to be there to keep your body fit. Discipline can be of any sort, not only fasting. It can be discipline of prayers. You can do everyday prayers, anything, whichever you feel you want to have a discipline, you have to follow it. Then the fourth is Swadhyaya, that is self-study. When you do self-study of the self, contemplate on yourself, you will start thinking, who am I? Am I Gitanjali? No. I was born here, so I am Gitanjali. Am I Amisha? No. I was born here, so I am Amisha. So you will go back. Why am I thinking today like this? Because of my education. Why I got education? Because I was born in so-and-so family who could afford me an education. And then if you go beyond and beyond, you will realize that you are nothing. You are just a soul which has come into the body. And because of that, you are thinking in this manner. So that will help you to connect to your God easily. Because you are nothing but sent by God. And then the fifth part is Ishvara Pranidhana. That is, you have to learn to surrender. You have to learn to pray. You have to bow down to the Almighty. Whosoever is your God. And that is enough for you to achieve liberation. That is Samadhi. So just by praying and surrendering to God is more than enough to achieve Samadhi. Then we come to asanas. Asanas, there are 3 sutras which is very, very, very important. And you have to buy out these 3 sutras. Because there will be question asked on this sutra left and right. So be prepared and study the sutras thoroughly. Which are the sutras? First is Sthira Sukham Asanam. Sthira Sukham Asanam. That means whichever asana you are taking should be steady like a statue and it should be relaxing. You don't have to do any complicated asana. Any asana which is comfortable and which is steady is enough as per Patanjali Yoga Sutra. And why the asana has to be done? So that if you are comfortable and sitting steadily, then only you can meditate. Sthira Sukham Asana is the definition. So if they say, did Patanjali Yoga Sutra define asana as 2.46 is definition. Sthira Sukham Asanam. So any asana which you can sit comfortably without any movement is known as asana. Okay. Now, second is the technique. How do you do this asana? So the sutra is written like this. Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapati Bhyam. What does that mean? Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapati Bhyam means when you do the asana, any asana, first you take an effort. And when you come to the posture, you should not take any effort. And when you're in the final posture, there should be no prayatna at all. And it should be in a relaxed manner. When you do it on a relaxed manner, then your body will support you. You are doing Paschimottanasana, you're bending forward and you're struggling and bending forward. So your body will revolt and try to come back, and you have to come up fast. But if you go forward Paschimottanasana in a relaxed manner, relax, the CNS system, central nervous system feels, oh, it's comfortable, we can go ahead. And you can be more flexible and you can bend forward easily. That is what the sutra says. Do it in a relaxed manner with least effort. Prayatna Shaitiya Ananta Samapati Vyam. Now, when you do that, what you will get? The third sutra tells about the benefit of asana. What is the benefit of the asana? Tato dvandva anabhigat. Tato dvandva anabhigatah. What does that mean? Is when you are in the posture, your mind should think something else. If you are sitting in Padmasana and your focus is, oh, my legs are hurting, my legs are fixed, the blood circulation is not going, that is not right. If you are sitting in a comfortable, relaxed posture, your mind should be thinking something else. You should be meditating on something else apart from that body part. And that thinking of infinity is the benefit. What do they mean by duality? Duality means you should be able to think of the extreme or the minute part. Any duality. That is the benefit of asana. This three sutra is very important. You have to buy at this at any cost, because this will come again and again in all chapters, all phases. And let us see what is written, the explanation. Asana is the practice of physical postures. It is the most commonly used aspect of yoga. The practice of moving the body into the posture has lot of benefits. It has health, strength, balance, flexibility. This they have written something like that, but it is not related to what Patanjali has said. We are just talking from the Patanjali point of view. Patanjali has told only three sutra. First is the definition. Definition is Stira Sukham Asana, which means steady, relaxing asana. It can be anything. You can even sit in a chair. It is okay. If they ask you a question, sitting in the chair is allowed as per Patanjali Yoga Sutra? Yes, it is allowed. Patanjali has not told any name of any asanas. Number two, technique. Technique is in a relaxed manner you have to go into the posture. Prayatna Shaitiya Ananta Samapati Vyam. Okay. And third is the benefit of the asana. The benefit of the asana is your mind will go to infinity. You can think of something else apart from the body part. That is important. Now I will ask you a simple question. Which is more difficult, asana or pranayama?
Pranayam.
Recording
Anybody else?
Shiva, recording बंद करो.
Recording बंद करो.